Yeah, these guys were responsible for the chinks in our economic armor. Um, they're responsible for that. I'd have to agree. But who started this mess? You guys look at Wall Street, you look at the banking industry, and you say, oh, it's all their fault. But let's look at the underlying factors here. The oil traders in Chicago, Illinois. These are the guys who really pushed us over the brink. These are the guys who are responsible for what happened to our economy. Why are you people ignoring them? I would hope that someone who sees this video, someone who knows uh, reporters on a national level, would ask them to watch this video. Let's look at it. When oil prices started to rise, our economy started to go down. It became more and more expensive for people to build houses. We hit $70 a barrel. Okay, we could absorb that. $80 a barrel. People started getting laid off. Contractors started looking at illegal aliens as a way of cutting their losses. $90 a barrel. People are looking at ways to save money. They're stopping their coffee break before they go to work at Starbucks and the little places that sell coffee from trailers and such. They hit $100 a barrel. More people are getting laid off. The banks are starting to worry because people aren't paying on time. People are missing a payment here and there. They're trying to catch up. $110, $120 a barrel. People are using their credit cards more. $130 a barrel. People aren't able to buy the appliances, to buy the TVs, to buy the dishwashers, to buy the washing machines. $140 a barrel, $150 a barrel. People are getting laid off in mass numbers. Companies can't afford to run their company vehicles at $200 a week. The price of diesel is over $5 a gallon. The price of gasoline is hitting record highs. A lot of people will look at the oil companies at this point and say, oh, it's all your fault. You're making massive profits. Well, I tell you what, if you're making 30 cents on the dollar as a profit margin, and the cost of that product goes from $1 to $2, now you're making 60 cents in profit. If the price of that goes to $5, now you're making $1.50 in profit for that same item. These guys kept their profit margins high and they made record profits. But that's business. Sure, they could have said, okay, let's drop our profit margin. We'll keep the price of gasoline down, the price of diesel down, and that would have helped us. But they weren't responsible for setting the price of oil. The people who were setting the price of oil were in Chicago at the futures trading. These guys said, oh, because of the way the world is, that is what the price of a barrel of oil is going to be because of these things. But let's look at what's changed. We're still in Iraq. We're still in Afghanistan. North Korea is still a threat. China is doing massive amounts of building. They're trying to buy up all the oil in the world. They're building coal plants to beat all get up. Um, let's look at it now. What's changed? Except for the Republicans not having a president and the Democrats having a president, what has really changed? Not much. These are the guys who drove our economy into the ground, were the oil's futures traders, and they made a killing on it too. So if you're going to look to see who is responsible, and you want to play this blame game, then you better start looking at these guys too, because they had a massive amount of responsibility on what happened to our economy. Our economy is energy driven. Without inexpensive energy, our economy goes south. So let's look into that. And while you're at it, how about looking into E-Verify and why E-Verify was pulled from the bills? Why is it that not one politician in Washington can point to one person and say, oh, they pulled E-Verify? Now, I always thought that once something goes into a bill and goes through the House of Representatives and makes it to the Senate and then goes back to the House of Representatives, you're supposed to vote on that bill unless the two parties that are voting on this bill make some kind of agreement to pull this from the bill. And no one is claiming responsibility to this, which means it was pulled out in the middle of the night. Who's responsible for this? Who was the person who should be held accountable for this? You guys aren't investigating that either. So, you guys in the news organizations, whether it be the Washington Post, whether it be the New York Times, San Francisco Chronicle, CBS, ABC, NBC, CNN, or even Fox, who did these things? Why aren't you investigating that? I know this is long. I thank you for sitting through it. I welcome all comments. And if any of you guys are reporters, I welcome comments from you too. Thank you very much.